A packed house once again greets two teams in round 2 of Super Rugby Aotearoa after losing the opening round matchup down in Dunedin. The Chiefs return home to a packed crowd of their own. Facing them, travelling down the track from Auckland, will be the Blues, looking to do the very unlikely and go 2-0 to start their season for the first time in absolutely ages. Super Rugby's back yet again. Round 2 of Super Rugby Aotearoa kicks off tonight. Hello everyone and welcome back along to your home of rugby in the second round fixtures of Super Rugby Aotearoa. The Chiefs are at home and they are facing the Blues in this opening match of the second round. The team has undergone just a couple of changes since their 1 point 28-27 loss to the Highlanders down at Forsyth Bar Stadium. Mainly it's in the second row, with Tupu Vai will move from 5 to 4, and that will see Naitoa Akoi come into the team, joining him in the middle of the pack like he did for most of the match against the Highlanders. The other change in the team will see Caleb Trask move to the bench, and Aaron Cruden will take his starting role in the number 10 jumper. The rest of the team stays the same. Ross Takiaho and Laulala the front row, and Jacobson, Boucher and Soakula the back row battalion behind the two young locks. Brad Weber will be inside Cruden with Antonina Brown and Quintapire in the midfield together. Sean Wainui and Sean Stevenson, the two Seans on the wings, with of course Damien McKenzie donning that number 15 yet again for the Chiefs, looking to get their first win of the season. But it's going to be tough against a very resurgent and strong looking Blues team. But the question for them is, can they do it on the road? The Chiefs are ready. Are the Blues? It will be a dangerous thing to bet against this Blues side after their impressive showing in round 1 against the Hurricanes. Their team, as you would expect, has undergone very little change. It's mainly in the back row where that change has come about. Akira Ioane has forced his way into the starting team, starting on the blind side flank, and Dalton Papali'i has come in on the open side due to injury. The rest of the team, though, remains the same, and why not? They were very impressive in that opening round victory. Alex Hodgman, James Parsons and Ofa Tuangafasi will line up at 1, 2 and 3. The second row, impressive. Very impressive. Patrick Tuipulotu remains captaining from the number 4 shirt, and alongside him will be Josh Goodhue. Again, it's Ioane, Papali'i and Hoskins Tutu, the back row, the big number 8. You cannot keep out of that pack. Sam Knock and Ortedi Black will be in the halves yet again, with TJ Faiani and Rico Ioane. Gotta love that little rhythm between Faiani and Ioane. On the left wing will be Caleb Clark and Mark Talia on the right hand side. And of course, who could forget Mr. Bowden Barrett at fullback, looking to gel with his new Blues teammates. This is a huge match, as every match is in Super Rugby Aotearoa. There's no easy games, there's no cruisy wins. Both sides will have to fight for 80 minutes to pick up this result. We are ready to go here in Waikato. The Chiefs at home, hosting the Blues. The two sides mixing things up here tonight from round 1, where the Chiefs will be wearing their white and green kits, their away strips tonight, as the Blues come in, not the mid-blue, but more the dark blue, as they receive the kick-off deck down from Damien McKenzie. In round 2 of Super Rugby Aotearoa is underway, as Aaron Cruden has a very early steal in this matchup. The fly half getting a ruck turnover. Don't see that too often. Here's a short toe play. Antonina Brown finding it to Wainui. Wainui wants to beat. He can't get away. Oh, the big chance there for Sean Wainui. He could not link up with a big break there of Jacobson. Here now is Lachlan Boucher. He charges in the defence, and inside the 22 are the Chiefs. Akoi going to Wainui again, slices back inside. Now they find a bit of room on the right hand day. Coming back in is Cruden. Changes his mind. Oh, Aaron Cruden bamboozles defenders all round the park and scores the opening try for the Chiefs. He was inside, he was outside, left and right, upside down. Aaron Cruden, he went everywhere, and no one could touch him. Watch this play here from Cruden. Looks out wide. No, I'll go inside. How about we go back to the numbers? Bowden Barrett couldn't touch him. They wanted to take him down, but the indecision on defence was just terrible from the Blues. And the Chiefs strike first in front of their home fans. Cruden had so many numbers around him. Someone had to commit. Antonina Brown was there. We saw Luke Jacobson was waiting as well. But in the end, Cruden needed no one. The Blues just waited. And that cost them in the end. And the Chiefs off to a brilliant start. Exactly what they would have wanted and needed here against the Blues, who would have been high on victory. Travelling down the road to Waikato, to Hamilton. With a win on their minds, up against the Chiefs team, who will still be hurting after that last-minute drop goal loss to Bryn Gatlin and his Highlanders. Back underway we are now. Kick-off going just outside the 22 of the Chiefs. And Akoi, penalty Blues! Oh, that was sharp. That was very sharp from the Blues defence. Natoa Akoi, he took that well, but his support play was massively off the mark. And here's a big call. Here's a massive call from the Blues. That really would have been a better option to take for 3. They've gone instead for the corner. Tui Pelotu. Will he be the genius? Or will he be the one that they may blame a loss on? James Parsons will throw, and it's nice at the front into the captain. And Tui Pelotu drags it down for them. Here's Tuangafasi. A little short side dabble from Tuangafasi. And he's dragged into touch. Well, you've got to get something better out of it from that Blues. The 3 points would have been a gimme for either Black or Barrett. And now they've lost possession. 5 minutes out from their own line. The Chiefs have work to do. Oh, they've lost the ball again. Tui Pelotu. His own throw. The opposition throw. It doesn't matter. They are just 2 meters short now. Hodgman shuts it back. And a tiny little inside ball there finding Sam Nock. It was all a bit covered well from the Chiefs. And now they turn it over as well. This is going downtown. Anton Linnebrown, the one doing the kicking, and he finds it all the way into Bona Barrett, who gets away from Quinton Paya. And that tackle sees the Blues back on the attack. Here's Faiani. He goes forward another couple of minutes. Somakola turns him over. Now McKenzie ranging up from the back. Lost again. Ioane this time. And it was Rico finding Hoskinson Tutu who loses the ball as well. He's been penalised. My goodness me! Neither side finding more than a phase for about 5 turnovers. And in the end, McKenzie gets the penalty and he hacks us downfield. He gets up to halfway. Eventually, out of trouble are the Chiefs, but goodness gracious me, they had to work for it and then lose it, work for it again. And the Blues pack has certainly proved they are a bit of a competition here for these other New Zealand sides. Finally, for Takiaho, the line now works well enough. And the Chiefs will look to run it through. Critter puts a little grubber. But a desperate dive there. Looked like Sam Nock ranging through to pull that in. Here is Akira Ioane, the rear touch for the man on the blind side tonight. Just threw him backwards a couple of metres as well. Here's Tutu, strong run, a strong carrier. Right offloader as well to Mark Talia. That should be a turnover. Chiefs, surely. It's going to be hard work for the Blues. They do get this back. Faiani. Dummies Faiani. Just about gets away from Brad Weber. Now the Chiefs. Now they get it over. That's the turnover they wanted to face before. Cutting back inside. They switch directions out wide. It's Anton Linnebrown to Peter Soakula. Oh, what a pass back in field. And almost for Aaron Cruden's double. But he's lost the ball now. And Oscar Tutu has rummaged his way up to the 22, and now a top goal attempt after the forward pass from Damien McKenzie. Just showing, reminding the Blues that the Chiefs have that option in their locker. What's it going to go over? I'm not quite sure.
Bind.
It's a good nudge too from McKenzie.
Set.
But the ball retention by these two sides is absolutely terrible. It's the Chiefs scrum, get a good hit there, and they will turn this over. Blues pack is being pushed. And on the 22 now, the Chiefs looking to double their score. It's 7-0, out to left-hand side. Linnebrown pops it back into Cronin, almost there.
Release.
Weber. Pick and go from Weber, charging in from deep as Anton Linnebrown again. Akoi inside to Suakula, and the Chiefs get the try. Brilliant work from the big men who have been so impressive since this competition got underway. Nice pass, inside, right in front of the sticks. Weber had the run from deep with Akoi, and then the inside ball brilliantly to Suakula. This was magical from the hard yard runners of the Chiefs. Weber sparked it all, And then that little offload beautifully, sensationally well from Akoi. Gave it to that big man. He's a massive unit. Is Peter Gus Suakula. And he's shown already this season. He certainly knows his way to the try line. We are 5 minutes to the break, and it is the Chiefs who lead now 14 points to 0 over the Blues. And this is a real turn up of the books. After such an impressive opening round, the Blues have certainly gone off the boil early in this matchup. The first half almost gone, and they have not even fired a shot here tonight against the Chiefs. Teddy Black, back underway we go. He has popped this one short, and it is nicely dragged in there from Lachlan Bolshere. Waiting for it. No, not the Chiefs. The Blues turn it over. Papali'i, away to Mark Talia, breaks the line. Talia, where's his numbers? They're in field, and it's a beautiful pass to TJ Faiani. Oh, that was simple. Scoring tries ain't so hard, say the Blues. And one simple little break down the blind side. Mark Talia finding TJ Faiani, and just like that, the Blues are in. The pace getting around the outside of Vai, and then the support on the inside line. How many blue jumpers were there? Talia just needed to get the pass to one of them, and he did that well. Drew in McKenzie at the back, and then pop away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Blues players, all within a big chance of taking that ball. Someone just needed to catch it, and that was the try the Blues wanted. That has been 36, 37 minutes without popping off a shot at the Chiefs, and then just like that, one chance, Papali'i to Martalia, and that is the try that the Blues have desperately needed in this matchup. And it's one simple play that has cut the lead in half after a 35, 36 minute Chiefs demolition job. They've had all the chances, all the ball, and all the opportunity, but they've not made it pay. And look at the stats. Just tells exactly what I've said. 72% possession, 63% of territory. They've had everything go their way. The Blues have been toiling just to get the ball. They haven't held it long. There have been 1 or 2 phases at most before losing it to either a mistake or a turnover. Now, that little spark could be the difference that launches the Blues into this game. For 40 minutes, that has had one team massively on top. The scoreline certainly does not reflect that. It's a great take there from Bolshere once again. The Blues, the breakdown, are getting a lot sharper here. We've seen at the end of the first half. Big turnovers, just on sheer numbers, getting to the ball early. Now here we go, Faiani once more. Supports there from Caleb Clark. Inside he goes, midfield, Rieko Ioane. Oh, both sides are half-time. That is killer by the Blues, and the lead is gone just like that. You can't sleep on the Blues in Super Rugby Aotearoa. Great little short pass from Sam Knock to Faiani, and then the unselfish play from Caleb Clark. And it's a try to 12, it's a try to 13. The Blues midfield of Faiani and Ioane is still in the job, and it is glorious to see for an Auckland fan's perspective. Again, just like the first try, so many numbers running the inside line, and we've seen Caleb Clark pivot, crunch himself off his left foot, then go on the inside line, take out that last defender, and throw the ball to those numbers, all piling on in under the sticks. It's worked a dream twice. Now the question is, can the Chiefs learn how to defend that? Because this game certainly seems by far against them now. They dominated for 35 minutes, the Chiefs. Now the Blues have had just 10, 5 either side at half-time, and they are right on level pickings. It's Dalton Papali'i. He goes straight through with a great pass. Hoskinson Tutu to the line. Shows with the guts he goes. Fans on McKenzie, but taken from behind. The Blues are rampaging. Look out. Goodhue into the middle of Parker Parsons. Taken down and turned over as well. The Chiefs get a reprieve. Tapia breaking just about away from Talia. This game has certainly picked up a gear or two. It's now Suakula has to pick off the base of the ruck. Akui having to go himself, looking to offload, but he takes it to ground. Plenty of numbers there on white for the Chiefs. Pick and go now from Aiden Ross as they get a bit of interplay going in. Tabira outside, and he finds his big running Super Rugby. Now here's a second row partner and a great run and a great performance again for Makoi. They come out wide, a big chance now for Stevenson. In a rare occasion, we've actually shared Sean Stevenson's name. He's been looking for work, but he just hasn't had the room or the space at all against this Blues defensive line. 5-man line out for James Parsons and the Blues. It's been Toi Pelonzo all day, but this time Goodhue gets a little bit of a nudge in his favour. Tuanga Fussy goes straight out to Satutu. He's a dangerous runner as well as here is again Faiani coming straight through the middle. Oh, he could have passed that. Probably it would have been try time on the right for the Blues. Caleb Clark away to Aotearoa Black, who's kicked us away. He had the overlap there on the right hand side if he wanted it. The kick is too deep. And Mackenzie will dot that down. Inside is in goal. A bizarre play there from the Blues. Numbers, and they've been so hot on attack. I'm a bit bemused as to why they would kick that one away so aimlessly like that. But the Chiefs, they will not mind. And some more squirts out from the 22 and turned over from Talia. And very swiftly kicked away from Leonard Brown. Bona Barrett's back there, and just like that, the Chiefs have gone from 22 to 22. But Bona Barrett returns fire back down the other end of the field, and now we have a kicking contest between the two All Blacks who can don that 15, Mackenzie and Barrett. As the Blues now start to attack. It's doing bludgeon nicely. Aotearoa Black hits through the middle again as Black needs his friends, needs his support. There's certainly a man in from the wrong side of the ruck there for the Chiefs, but they get away with it. Now he's a kick, a bizarre kick from Akira Ioane, of all players, to kick that away. And it's a decent little nudge as well from Akira, and he gets a bit of a low five there from brother Rico. Not the number you normally associate with a decent little territorial touch finder there, number 6, Akira Ioane. But he gets away with it, Akoi. He takes the line out down as the Chiefs look to charge on. There's no way through there. Nipu Laulala with a run off the back of the line out ball. Waiting for it is Vai. And he is offload nicely as well. Brilliant to Boschier, casting straight through. It's Akoi cutting link up to his side. Oh, he needed to go. So many Chiefs players carving round to the left. Weber now, they continue on left. It's Sean Wainui. He's got Anton in the Brown. He's got plenty of numbers here as well. The defence comes across and puts him in touch. Sean Wainui, no chance. Bona Barrett has done it again for the Blues. But they are inside their 22. This game is getting a little bit touchy. It's getting a little bit tense now as the scores remain locked at 14-all with less than 10 minutes to play. And the Blues, well, they've got 80, maybe 70 metres now as they maul it upfield to change this result. Here is Rico Ioane out wide to Caleb Clark. A lot of room to move, but he's got one man to beat. And Sean Stevenson does enough just to slow him down, and maybe a turnover here for him if he wants it. Chiefs get a few numbers there, but they're slow. Oh, there's a late shove. They'll turn it over. Weber, pick and go from the scrum half, and a very average run, and a big turnover from Aotearoa Black. Now the Blues attack. Toi Pelonzo runs straight into the defenders. Holds it up right on the 22. Confused there. Sam Knott goes into the ruck instead of passing outside. Here's Faiani. Faiani's got room. He's got Mike Talia, who cuts back and slots back on the other direction and will score for the Blues with just 2.5 to play. Oh, magical, magical line running from Mark Talia, and he will break the heart of the Chiefs for not the first week, but the second in a row. TJ Faiani has been brilliant tonight, and the way that he dragged in all three of those Chiefs defenders and somehow, with the opposite directional pass, found Mark Talia. That is magical play from TJ Faiani. Great finish from Talia, but no way you can credit him that try. Faiani, fantastic. Utterly brilliant from the inside centre, and there's no question he has been the player of tonight's match, TJ Faiani. So many chances created, so few of them taken, but overall enough to get the win for the Blues as the full-time buzzer goes. The conversion from Black is good, and the Blues will take a 2-0 start to Super Rugby Aotearoa. Not the results the home fans wanted here in Hamilton, and the Chiefs, with a chance to win the game in the final 10 minutes for the second week in a row, have fallen short at the final hurdle. The Blues pull it from the depths with some magic from that man there, TJ Faiani, and that was enough to get the job done. 3 tries to 2. It was fairly simple, straightforward stuff. Peter Gustua and Aaron Cruden with the 2 tries. Where did Cruden go in the second half? McKenzie, 2 out of 2 conversions for the Blues. TJ Faiani, Rico Ioane, and Mark Talia. Tell you what, that's 12, 13, and 14 with a try apiece. Ortini Black, 3 out of 3 from the tee for him as well. The stats certainly did even up as the Blues come storming back into this match in the second half. They dominated the territory in the second 40 minutes, evened out the possession, and that was enough to get them well and truly in front by the 80th minute. They did a lot more defending, though, the Chiefs in the second half. Tackle count they were down on at halftime, way up at the end of the fixture. But overall, it was the Blues, a little bit of magic, and just those players that can spark that X factor that got the result done here in Waikato Stadium. This has been the opening match of round 2, Super Rugby Aotearoa. Thank you everyone for tuning in and watching. Hope you've enjoyed the fixtures so far. I'll be back again with the Hurricanes hosting the first time Crusaders this season. That is surely going to be a cracker as well, so hope to see you all for it. But until then, thanks for tuning in. As always, I'll see you all next time. But until then, enjoy the rugby this weekend and take care.